Hello, welcome to Demon Media episode. I did not look that up before I hit the button, so I'm looking it up right now. I think it's like episode 10 or something like that. 15. I was close. Hey guys, and look, it didn't take a full year to do another part of this for the recapping of the Rwby volumes. It just took about 8 months. New record. Uh, as you can see again, we have a new person helping today. Uh, so yeah, this is my lovely guest.
Hello, I am Khmer Drybones. I was on an interview here once. I'm sure none of you watched it.
Yes. Well, actually, no, it went pretty well. It says a few people watched it.
Ah, all right. Well,
But yeah, so we're pretty much carrying on from what we were talking, I guess, what we were talking about last time. But it's just gonna be volume 6, and I'm pointing to Khmer because they're gonna be doing volume 6, and then volume 7, and then we won't be doing another episode until after volume 9 is out. So probably gonna be another year because that doesn't come out to 2023. These are not constant in any way. Uh, but yeah, or maybe we'll do one from volume 8 for and release it right before volume 9 comes out. I don't know. I'll talk to people, see what happens. Um, but yeah, so like I said, or if you can guess just how numbers work, we're gonna be talking about 6 and 7 today. Um, and I think that's about it.
uh, yeah.
Uh, Kymer, is there anything else you want to say before you start your spieling for a while about Volume 6?
Uh, Ruby.
Yes.
That's it. That's it. That's the joke.
That's it. Gotcha. So yeah, so you are welcome to go on ahead and start talking about Volume 6 whenever you're ready.
All right. Volume 6. Um. Oh, where to start? All right. The first, I think it was the first episode. Yeah, first episode. It starts off on the train, and then it goes to the train station, and then back to the train.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a bit confusing, but it worked all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, had to see had to see Sun go. I liked him, but again, it makes sense considering it's a smaller cast.
Mm-hmm.
Someone left the stove. Oh, I'll be right back. Who made food?
Well, while we wait for Kymer to come back, I'm just gonna say a little bit of I believe it's volume 7 and 8 are very controversial within the fandom, or at least for some people. So, so if you hear like either like tiptoeing around that when I'm talking about it, that might be why. Or if I have way too many opinions, that might also be why. Uh, but yeah, yeah, like Ken was saying, first episode just goes over the train nonsense pretty much. Uh, but yeah, um, let me see here. What else we can talk about? Um, I guess I'll just take it from here until Kaima comes back. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, pretty much episode 1 was just everything that happened on a train and train stations. They fought a giant Grim on top of the train. Um, and yeah, and they're trying to get to Atlas, which did we mention they were going there last episode? I don't know. It was 8+ months ago. But yeah, they're going there. Um, yeah. So that's pretty much a lot of the episode. I believe they got kicked off the train at one point. Yeah, I think they're like kind of like thrown off the train. That's how we kind of got into the whole then the whole like next 2 episodes pretty much like Oscar, Ozpin, just explaining. the main the main like backstory of the main villain. They just throw it at you in one episode.
You talking about the flashback?
Yes, we're talking about the flashback. Just because I just went over, I finished up episode one for you, and how they got pushed off the train,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
I, I thought so, but I want to double check because I know you rewatched some of the episodes. So, and you're welcome to take it from there.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. All right. Before we move on, I'm surprised the guy didn't lose his arm instead of just injure it. That shit was
Mm-hmm.
horrifying, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the flashback. It was like uh Salem before she like went into the black pool. It was like
Mm-hmm.
she went to the God of Light to try and bring her husband in. It was like I think his past name was Ozma, wasn't it?
Yep, one of them.
Oh yeah, one of them. And then like Ozma dies, and then Salem goes to the God of Light to try to bring him back. Doesn't work. Goes to the God of Darkness. He does it originally, but then takes him away after he learns that she tricked him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ends up getting the entire human race killed and the moon destroyed because she tried to have a revolt, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say, it was a crazy backstory, but like it's actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my question is, do the maidens' powers come from their kids? Because
Yes,
like, oh, all
I
right.
do believe so. Yes, I think it was like they had kids that and then they had children, four maidens, and then that legend happens, and erupt, and
Um,
then just, it just causes a lot of issues later on.
That's that's kind of messed up, actually.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, but and then it cuts back to after the whole thing, it cuts back to the group,
Mm-hmm.
and the group reacts to that information. Like they're all like really mad at Ozpin. I don't get is like they punch him even though it's not Ozpin, it's technically Oscar's body they punch. So it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You went out. Now what I'm a little surprised about is that like none of them felt like conflicted a bit. Because like, yeah, all right, you can feel bad at Ozpin, you probably should, but like no conflicted feelings or anything. Like I would feel conflicted after that, I definitely.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. Mainly if you're a crow in that situation.
Yeah. And then Osmond just locks himself away like the little bitch he is.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
All right. And then the next episode, oh yeah, then we had a okay, losing a little bit of memory here, despite the fact I just watched them. Uh, I remember the Cinder and Neo confrontation,
yeah,
which is pretty interesting actually.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Uh, oh, and then here comes my two favorite episodes of the season. Uh, the ones on the farm with I think they're called is it Agony? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it is called agony or something like that. Yeah.
It's not. Wait, hold on. No,
Is it not called agony?
I need to remember the name now. Hold on.
That was called the agony or the zombie looking ones, pretty much. That causes depression.
Yeah. Apathy. Well, that was close.
Apathy. Close enough.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they're like really cool, and the horror setup of the episodes is actually like
Mhm.
really good. I think.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about those except that it's good.
Yeah. I mean, also we also get a brand new character in them as well. The
Um,
I was trying to make sure I can say her. I'm trying to remember her last name, how to say that, but now I'm gonna try. Um, but yeah, Maria, the
um,
Grim Reaper.
oh yeah, Maria Calavera. Well,
Yes.
technically, she showed up in the first episode, so I was confused what you meant by new character.
Oh yeah, sorry. I researched Volume 7. Can you tell? And not rewatch Volume 8 yet. Because right now, all I have to go off of is just this. Is just Rooster Teeth thumbnails right now. And I thought brand new because then the episode called "The Grim Reaper" is all about her backstory. So I saw I saw two pictures with her in it. So I was like, okay, it must be somewhere here. But yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. It was earlier.
I admit I don't remember. I didn't get to rewatch Grim Reaper, and I don't remember much about that episode. So,
Oh yeah, that was mainly just a flashback showing how she lost her silver eyes and all that fun stuff.
okay,
Where we also met Talk, who uh, who's toxic.
you get it. Dun-dun-dun.
mm. Was this the season?
Uh,
With the...
Dead end.
Oh no, that was a different season. That was
Yeah, okay. These
that's
next couple episodes I don't remember well, except maybe the last three, to be honest.
yeah, that's fine if you want to just skip right to those. I believe one they were fighting the Leviathan. Oh wait, no, hold
Yeah,
on.
they no, they stole
Atlas
they
season
stole they stole an
past.
airship. They stole an airship to get to Atlas because the woman wouldn't let them. I don't remember why, to be honest. I just
Oh
they
no,
just
it was
well,
because her and Maria had like a rivalry type of thing. At
really
least
they
that might have
wouldn't let
been
them.
one of the reasons. I don't know if that was the main reason or if that was one of the reasons.
If that's the main reason, that's really petty. That's
I mean, like, also they were both like very old women, so I mean,
that's
we don't know. Obviously,
oh
it's
yeah,
festered long enough for it to still be an issue. So whatever
that's
happened,
true. This side doesn't really go to me. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, yeah.
uh,
They steal a fucking ship. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea if the military woman didn't let you go in the first place. But yeah, sure, let's do that.
yeah,
And then
I, mm-hmm.
and then yeah, they accidentally destroy the giant robot that protects the town, which brings the Leviathan, I believe.
Yeah, bring the
And then they
giant.
yeah, and then I forgot how they got separated, but like Blake and Yang and Adam like finally
Mm-hmm.
meet up and then have their final duel, which I
Yep,
admit is cool. Like the duels they have is cool as hell, and them like finishing off Adam together is just like really cool character moment for the two of them.
I agree. I do agree.
But like, yeah, uh, another Ruby monologue. Like I know she's the main character; she's supposed to have monologues sometimes, but I don't know. Sometimes I just don't like them to be honest.
I mean, it's understandable. I mean, I get it.
It's maybe just written a little better. Maybe I'd like it more. I don't know. That's
Oh,
all I
the
have to say about.
Leviathan was the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just reading the description. Is there anything else you want to say about Volume 6 before I put in my 5 cents about it?
Um. No, that's. I think that's all I have right now.
Okay, that's fine. Um, so Volume 6 introduced a character and killed a character. No, they introduced two characters and killed off a character from Volume 1, or technically from the trailers, which was Adam. So,
Oh yeah.
so yeah, I thought that
I
was very interesting as well. Was
yeah.
this, or did we already talk about that? No, that wasn't this season. That was one we already talked about. They're fusing in my brain. uh, like I was telling Kymer before we started recording, I got 7 and 8 confused before I started looking into it and stuff, and I was like, oh god, this is gonna go great. uh, but yeah. I mean, Ruby Silver Eyed the giant Leviathan to death and then left. So I mean, that was fun.
Yeah, definitely can't complain about more civilized. Let's learn more about it and stuff.
And remember, all this is when we're not sponsored. These are all free on Rooster Teeth's website and app, so you can go watch these if you do not like our weird commentaries on these. Because we're cutting down like what? So each episode from Volume 6 was like about 20 minutes or so, give or take.
Uh, yeah, around 20 minutes average.
Yeah. So like 20 times. God, the one thing I don't like is that they don't put numbers. They only put them for the volume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
14, 12 times 14,
12 times 14 would be.
20 times 14.
Oh, yeah. Times 14 or 15? Because that'd
14,
be.
I think.
Okay. Here, I can just do that on my phone real quick. So 20 times 14. That'd be 280 minutes, which divided by 60 is 4.7 hours, give or take a few seconds or
Minutes or
so.
so.
Yeah, because it's a number that's like 0.66667. So, give or take. So yeah, we just chopped down 4 hours of 4.5 hours of content into.
Yeah, and I'm not good at paraphrasing to be honest, so
Nah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. So now we're on to Stephen. Oh God. Season, comma, volume 7, where they're actually at Atlas. They get new outfits. Uh, which is
yeah,
actually
yeah.
the version I cosplay for Jean, which what people call the Atlas arc, because it's 2 whole seasons in this business. My sword. Trying to make sure it's like in frame, so it's like not just like Joker and Ash Ketchum behind me. There we go. It's the tip of the sword. That you can't even see if I lean that way. Still, okay, whatever. Um, but yeah, we get to go to Atlas and actually kind of explore the area, you know. Um, so we get to re-meet Ironwood. He's fuzzier. He has a beard. Uh, we also meet all the Ace Ops, all 5 of them at this point. Uh, the main group who's left of Team Rwby and Junior, I think, because I don't think Oscar gets his hunting license. They all get their huntresses licenses. Um, so they're official now. Even though
I forgot they weren't official.
they weren't fucking official, man. Um, oh, one of the biggest surprises when they got to Atlas, and spoiler alert, it's fucking 2 seasons ago, but still, Petty comes back. She is alive again. Mm.
Hmm.
Uh, and if people remember, she died. Now she's back again. Um, with a whole new outfit because every gotta change the outfits one point. Um, we kind of learn how she was made a little bit as well. We meet her father technically, and we learn that he's been using some of his aura to make Penny alive, and basically saying if she dies
Oh,
again, I can't bring her back again. Is basically the type of thing. So, mm,
I
dope.
forgot they bring I forgot they bring Penny back.
Yeah. She's back again for for the she died. Now she's back again. Um, I'm trying to make sure I don't like skip to something that's in volume 8. um, we meet just smacked my headphones. The Happy Huntresses as well. There's a whole group of people. Basically they're from how Atlas works is that there's Atlas, the flying continent, I guess, or just city in general, and then the crater that that city was in is another city. So it's like Atlas, and there's a mantle that's underneath. So like if the city above stops flying, it's gonna cause an issue.
Oh, oh no. I see the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. And I'm trying not to skip ahead too much. Pretty much a lot of it was very political. You can tell it's like a few like political elements in here with like Robin. It's basically Robin versus Jacques Schnee, trying to be the new mayor of Atlas, Mantle, all that. Um, so they had an election. Jacques actually won with some help of tampering from Watts and Tyrion. Don't remember them. Uh, so then later on, I might be skipping around, and I am sorry, but later on, Jacques does get put to jail. He gets to go. He has to go to jail, and all that, and then Rob takes over. But Weiss got to be the one to be like, "You're under arrest," and that was great. That was a great episode, great moment. Um, but now we have another issue. Is that um they all the main group and Ironwood and his kind of the Aesops kind of know that Salem's coming in. She's coming. It's gonna be a whale of an issue, and you'll understand that in a second why I said it that way. So, and James Ironwood wanted to protect Atlas and only Atlas,
No.
and Atlas is mainly full of the rich, pampered people, and Mantle is very much the literally the lower class because lower on the ground. Um, so yeah, so that causes issues because Ruby and the team says that's not right, that's not fair, fuck you. uh, that the long and short of it is pretty much that's what happened. Uh, yeah, they broke down the wall, the the Grim that were coming in to kind of sweep people out came into Mantle, and the group had to go down and had to help evacuate people, while the people up in Atlas were like, "We don't give a shit, fuck them, we're rich and fancy, and the Grim can't get us." Uh, but yeah, and then there was this amazing scene where the main group of Rwby fought the main four characters from the Aethops, being fuck Harriet, who is a is she a faunus? I don't think she's a faunus. I think she's just based off of a rabbit type of speed. Elm, which is um big beefy lady, the kind that Markiplier would like.
Uh,
Yes,
they're not masochists.
yes, definitely not. There's Vine, who is definitely think of that one meditating guy from Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch. I just know this guy from Thought, minus the extra arms and make him a human, and that's pretty much Vine in a nutshell. And then there's Marrow, who is a good boy because he's a dog. Oh well, I think it's more of a wolf because the tail looked more wolfy. He is a faunus, and then their leader is more of an adult, being Clover, and there's they earlier on they had a whole sequence where the Aesops and then Rwby and Crow all fighting together. Crow's semblance is bad luck, but Clover's is the opposite. it's good luck. Doesn't always serve him well. Uh, so Clover has luck, which if you believe Deadpool, that's not a superpower, but whatever. Um, Harriet has speed because she's a rabbit, basically. Uh, Elm has something with their feet. It's like basically can plant themselves down so they can punch harder. I believe. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at Elm in a hot second. Vine has can have like these energy whip things that he can make with his aura. And then Marrow can freeze people in place by saying stay, like trying to talk to a dog, ironically. But yeah, so that was and then going back to where I was talking. So that was an interesting fight, being the four Aesops, not Clover, fighting Team Rwby. It was very interesting seeing, Ruby's semblance versus Harriet's. It was pretty much Elm and Vine versus Blake and Yang, and then Marrow versus Weiss. I believe that was the matchups.
Hmm.
Um, which um, then as this is going on, Clover and Crow catch Tyrion. Tyrion gets loose, and then at that time, James Ironwood was pretty much like Crow Broadwin, Olive Ruby, and Olive Orange, counting it's just Juniper and or Junior and Oscar, are now criminals. He was basically like, these guys are bad guys now. So Clover, being the loyal man that he is, was like, now I have to capture both of you.
Oh,
And Clover and Crow were having this whole bromance type of thing. Do not at me. I do not care about the fucking shipping. Go fuck yourself. Anywho, so that caused a big issue, pretty much. And again, this is all spoilers. At the end of the fight, um, Crow loses his sword. It, does the traditional anime cartoon thing, flurls in the air and then sticks into the ground. And then Tyrion takes the sword and stabs through Clover, right through the back. So yeah, that was interesting. Mainly because like Clover and Crow are having this whole bromance thing going on. Um, so yeah, that happened. So we gained we gained a lot of characters, but also one died. Actually, no, I don't think he's dead. Actually, I think that's a spoiler for Volume 8 that we'll be talking about later on, like next video in fucking 8 months. Uh, better than last time. But yeah. The main scene of Ruby versus the four of the Aesops was like um basically talking like the Aesop's kids were helping Ruby train and said the Aesop's Harriet said, how can you think about defeating us? We're the best in Atlas. And Ruby was like, you were, then you trained us, and then fucking Team Ruby fucking beat their ass. Uh, basically. But yeah, and then pretty much the season ends with Cinder coming in on a whale. Just a fucking whale with a glowing head of bright yellow, which a lot of people were theorizing was like the good lake that gave some Salem her power or coming back to life type of thing, or moral life and all that fun stuff. But yeah, and the season pretty much just ends with a whale of a problem coming in and for everybody to face in the next season. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Um, at the end of the season, everybody's still wanted by the Atlas armies. Um, James Ironwood is now a villain. I'm sorry. Deal with it. So this season had was a fine season for me. I mean, I sped watched from 1 to 7 just in a row. Um, so yeah. Um, so I didn't really have a strong feeling for any of them at the time. Um, but yeah. Now all the people we're kind of like learning about and kind of growing attached to are now villains, being the Aesops and James Ironwood. Because yeah, he doesn't do the worst thing to next season, I think. But yeah, I think that is about it. If we missed anything, feel free to put it in the comment section below. I'm going to wait on Khmer to come back so he can say his part if he has anything to say about it or anything about anything I said, and then we'll be done. Uh, so yeah, next episode of this type of thing will probably be if it's not volume 8. If it's not volume 8, as far as I have planned, there's a Halloween episode coming out in October. That's also considered Demon Media. So look out for that. I'm trying to get more guests, guys. I promise. Um, right now it's just an update video, pretty much, until Camera comes back. But yeah, I'm trying my best, guys. Trying my best. I swear. But yeah, we should be having have a few videos planned to do, but it just takes a little bit of time. Um, okay. Well, that's great. But next thing. So if the next video is not Valley Mania, it's gonna be Halloween, and then for Demon, we're sticking with Demon Media right now. It'll be if Valley Mania doesn't come out before, it'll come out after the Halloween episode. I think it'll probably come out after. I think it's gonna be this one's episode 15. The next one, which will be Halloween, is 16. The next one after that will be Volume 8. And then Volume 9 will come out later. Maybe we'll also do, maybe like Volume 8 and Ice Queendom same time. Because around that time, it might be done with the first season. Maybe. Because that would be after October. Release a new episode every week. I think they're re-releasing like episodes 1, 2, and 3. Because I don't know. Because right now there's that giant movie thing for 1 to 3, and then episode 1 just came out for first members, and our text just ended the other day as well. Kind of telling you when we're recording this. Um, but yeah. Most likely the next video period after this one will be an art stream or art video, something like that. Um, but yeah, I think that's about it. Um, but with that, since there isn't really anything else to say, and Kymer told me that they haven't watched all 7, they only watched 1 episode. So that's about it. Hopefully there'll be a link somewhere, some way. Oh wait, are you back?
Yeah.
Oh well then, perfect. Do you have anything you want to say about Volume 7?
Uh, from what I heard, great. It's interesting so far.
Yeah, Volume 8 is even fucking crazier, man. Trust me.
How many volumes do you think Rwby's gonna go for before it ends?
Well, Volume 9's coming out in
That's true.
2023. So at least that. So at least one more. I would say maybe 10, because I would like to just be like, they end at 10. That makes it easy for
It makes
math.
it even. Yeah,
Makes it even. Just stick with an even number, guys, please. But they also just start Ice Queendom and everything.
that's true.
So if they do end normal Ruby, we still have that to kind of look forward to and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. If there's anything else, Keimer, that's gonna be pretty much it.
All right. I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to watch the other two videos we did on this topic. The other character interviews we did about Ruby. We did a lot of fucking things about Ruby, okay? There's a lot of fucking things, and we just go watch all of them. Go watch Keimer's interview as well. There'll probably something popped up at some point, maybe near the beginning. Maybe there'll be a card that pops up here. I'm going to upload this video today and make sure I put the thing like right here, here ish. Uh, but yeah. I hope you all have a nice rest of your day. Thank you, Keimer, for being here, for being the third guest of talking about the same fucking show.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, thank you all for watching, and at least I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.